You know, there's something most of us don't expect as we get older. It's not the wrinkles, not the gray hair. It's how our body starts to slow down in ways we didn't see coming. Maybe you used to get out of bed in the morning with no problem, but now it feels like a chore. You might find that simple walks leave you more tired than they used to. Or maybe you've caught yourself saying, I just don't have the energy I used to. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. But here's the thing I want to say right up front. Just because you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s doesn't mean you have to settle for less energy, less mobility, or less joy. Aging is natural, but struggling every day is not. And it doesn't take huge, overwhelming changes to turn things around. In this video, I want to share with you 5 powerful habits that can help you feel stronger, move better, and get your spark back. They're simple, gentle, and can fit right into your day. And the best part? You can start feeling the difference almost immediately. So if you've been walking less lately, or feeling like life's slowing down around you, stay with me, because what you'll hear today could quietly change everything. Now, let's start with something that most people completely underestimate: sleep. It might sound too simple to matter, but sleep is the single most powerful tool your body has to heal, repair, and recharge. As we get older, sleep often becomes more fragile. Maybe you wake up more often in the night, or struggle to fall asleep at all. You might shrug it off and say, well, that's just how it is at my age. But the truth is, poor sleep is not something you have to accept. In fact, the older we get, the more important it becomes to get good, deep, restful sleep. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Your immune system gets stronger. Your brain clears out toxins. Your muscles recover. And your emotional health resets. Without enough sleep, everything becomes harder. Your memory gets foggy. Your mood dips. Your energy plummets. You might find yourself forgetting little things, feeling more irritable, or just not feeling like yourself. And let's be honest, when you're exhausted, it's harder to even want to move, exercise, or eat well. It's a domino effect. Let me tell you a quick story about Margaret. She's 74, lives alone since her husband passed, and for the last few years, she just couldn't sleep through the night. She'd wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, sometimes just to stare at the ceiling. She thought maybe it was just part of getting older, so she didn't do much about it. But over time, she started noticing more than just fatigue. She was getting forgetful. She didn't feel like cooking anymore. Her knees hurt more. She started skipping her daily walks. Everything felt heavier. When she finally talked to her doctor and decided to make her sleep a real priority, everything changed. Margaret started doing a few simple things. She dimmed the lights an hour before bed, turned off her TV early, and listened to soft music instead. She lit a lavender candle, did a few minutes of deep breathing, and left her phone in the living room. Within a week, she was falling asleep faster. Within 2, she wasn't waking up in the night anymore. And with better sleep came more energy, clearer thinking, and even less pain in her joints. She started walking again, laughing more, and feeling like herself again. All because she finally gave her sleep the care it deserved. That's what I want you to know. You don't have to chase perfect sleep, but even small changes can make a big difference. Your bedroom should be a calm, quiet place. Turn off the bright lights. Give your body time to wind down. If you like reading, choose a gentle story before bed. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, TV, at least 30 minutes before you turn out the lights. The blue light from these devices confuses your brain and makes it harder to produce melatonin, the sleep hormone your body needs to drift off. Think of sleep as your body's secret repair shop. Every hour you rest deeply is like investing in tomorrow's strength, clarity, and peace of mind. It's not laziness, it's life-giving. And if you've been feeling low energy, if your body aches a little more than usual, or your memory hasn't been as sharp as it used to be, maybe the answer isn't another pill or another doctor's visit. Maybe, just maybe, what you really need is a good night's rest. In the next part of this video, we'll talk about something we're all guilty of: sitting too much. You might not realize just how much it's affecting your health, but I'll explain why even the smallest bit of movement, right there in your own living room, could be the key to unlocking your strength again. Let's talk about something most of us don't even think twice about: sitting. It sounds harmless, right? After all, we sit to eat, to rest, to watch TV, to chat with friends. And after a certain age, it almost feels like sitting becomes the default position of the day. But here's a truth that might surprise you. Too much sitting is quietly draining your strength, your independence, and your joy. And it's doing it so slowly. You may not even notice until one day. Simple things like standing up or walking across the room feel like a mountain to climb. I know it sounds dramatic, but the science backs this up. When you sit for long periods, your blood circulation slows down, especially in your legs. Your muscles, particularly those in your thighs and hips, start to weaken. Your joints stiffen. And worst of all, your heart and lungs stop working at full capacity. It's like your whole body shifts into power-saving mode, but never quite turns back on again. And it's not just about the physical toll. Long stretches of sitting can mess with your mind too. It can bring on feelings of low energy, sadness, even depression. You might not feel it right away, but over time, the lack of movement can lead to mental fog, emotional fatigue, and a deep sense of being disconnected from yourself and from life. The irony is that the more tired you feel, the more you sit, and the more you sit, the more tired you become. It's a cycle that feeds on itself. Let me introduce you to someone who broke that cycle. Harold. He's 68 now. Used to be a bus driver for over 30 years. After retiring, he found himself sitting more than ever. He'd wake up, have breakfast, then move from his dining chair to his recliner and stay there most of the day, only really getting up to use the bathroom or grab a snack. He didn't think it was a problem. After all, retirement is about rest, right? But after a few months, he noticed that getting out of that recliner took more effort. His legs felt stiff, his lower back hurt, and even his walks to the mailbox became a struggle. His turning point came one afternoon while trying to get up from his chair. He nearly fell. That scared him. So instead of ignoring it, he decided to change just one thing. He would get up every time a commercial came on while watching TV. That was it. Nothing fancy. No gym. No personal trainer. Just standing up, stretching, and walking in place for a couple minutes several times a day. What happened? Within a few weeks, Harold noticed that his legs didn't feel as heavy. He could walk longer without discomfort. His balance improved. He even started doing small laps around his backyard after dinner. It didn't take long for him to feel like he was getting his strength and his confidence back. That's the magic of movement. You don't need to run marathons. You don't need to go to a fitness class or sweat buckets. You just need to move. Every little bit counts. Set a timer if you have to, but try standing up every hour, even just to stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, or walk to the kitchen and back. March in place during your favorite show. Do gentle leg swings while brushing your teeth. Dance a little to your favorite song. Park a little farther from the store entrance. All these tiny steps may not seem like much in the moment, but together, they add up to something powerful. And if you're someone who's been feeling like your body just doesn't work the way it used to, like your legs are slowing down, or your energy is fading, it's probably not just age. It might be the stillness that's creeping in, but you can fight back. You can reclaim your mobility and protect your independence just by choosing to move more often. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You see, the greatest threat to your independence isn't aging. It's inactivity. Because the truth is, the longer you sit still, the harder it becomes to get up and go. And the more you avoid moving, the more your body forgets how. That's why today, not next week, not next month, is the best day to begin. No matter your age, your body still responds to movement. Your muscles still wake up. Your circulation still improves. Your heart still gets stronger. And maybe most importantly, you start feeling like you're in charge again. Not your recliner, not your pain, not your fatigue. You. So here's my simple invitation. Get up, stand, stretch, take a few steps. Do it for yourself. Do it for your freedom. Because the more you move, the more you live. In the next part of this video, we'll explore something even easier than movement, something you can literally just step into every day. It's free, it's everywhere, and most of us aren't getting nearly enough of it. It's sunlight, and what it can do for your bones, your mood, and your sleep may surprise you. There's something so simple, so ordinary, that most of us overlook it. It's free. It doesn't require equipment, effort, or appointments. Yet, it holds the key to stronger bones, a brighter mood, and even better sleep. I'm talking about sunlight. As we grow older, it's natural to slow down, to spend more time indoors, especially if our bodies feel tired or the weather isn't ideal. But while we're tucked away inside, our bodies are quietly missing out on something they truly need. You see, the sunlight isn't just a warm light in the sky, it's a source of life. And for those of us over 60, it's more important than ever. One of the biggest reasons is vitamin D. This essential nutrient is something our body naturally produces when sunlight touches our skin. It's not just good for our bones, it's absolutely critical. Without enough vitamin D, our muscles weaken, our joints stiffen, and our bones become fragile. That's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. It means a higher risk of falls, slower healing, and an increased chance of injuries that take away our independence. And here's the kicker. The older we get, the less efficient our body becomes at producing vitamin D on its own. That means we need to actively make sunlight a part of our routine. But it's not just about bones and muscles. Sunlight is deeply tied to how we feel. It boosts our mood by triggering the release of serotonin, a natural chemical that helps us feel calm, focused, and emotionally steady. That's why people who don't get enough natural light often feel down, even if nothing in particular is wrong. It's also why long winters or too many days spent indoors can make us feel tired and heavy-hearted. Let me tell you about Linda. She's 70, recently retired, and spends a lot of her time indoors, especially since her kids live out of town. For a while, she couldn't figure out why she was always so tired, why her joints hurt more, and why she had a hard time falling asleep even when she felt exhausted. A nurse at her clinic gently asked her how often she got outside. Linda paused, then realized it had been weeks since she'd gone out for more than just a walk from her car to the grocery store. So she made one small change. Every morning after breakfast, she stepped out onto her back porch for 10 minutes. Just 10. Sometimes she brought her tea. Sometimes she stood quietly. Sometimes she just closed her eyes and listened to the birds. Nothing dramatic. But within 2 weeks, something shifted. Her sleep improved. Her energy picked up. She even felt more motivated to cook, to call friends, to move around more. The sunlight helped reset her body's natural rhythm, and she felt alive again. That's the power of a little daily sunshine. And no, you don't need to be out there for hours. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning light is enough to make a difference. You can sit in your garden, walk around the block, or even stand by a sunny window with the curtain pulled open. The key is to make it part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or brewing your coffee. Think of it as nourishment, not for your stomach, but for your spirit. And yes, of course, protect your skin. If you'll be out for a longer time, use a bit of sunscreen, wear a hat, or cover your arms. But don't be afraid of the sun. Your body knows what to do with it. It just needs the opportunity. There's a kind of healing that happens in the sunlight that no pill can replace. It warms more than just the skin. It lifts the heart. It calms the nerves. It reminds us that no matter what our age, we're still part of something beautiful and alive. So tomorrow morning, before you get caught up in the day, just step outside. Let the sunlight touch your face. Breathe it in. Feel it on your arms. You might be surprised how quickly your mood shifts, how your body feels lighter, how your mind clears. It's such a small thing, but it can give you back so much. And once you've filled your spirit with that warmth, your body will be ready for something even more powerful. Movement that strengthens not just your heart, but your legs, your balance, and your ability to live on your own terms. Because in the next part, we're talking about how to bring strength back into the muscles that carry you through life, and how you can do it all right from home. No gym required. Let's talk about legs, not in the way we did in our younger years, admiring strength or appearance, but in a way that matters far more. What our legs represent in our later years. They are the foundation of our independence. They're what help us stand tall, move freely, and keep up with the little joys of life, like watering the garden, walking to the mailbox, or stepping into a friend's kitchen for coffee. But if you've noticed that your legs feel weaker, stiffer, or less reliable than they once did. You're not imagining it. It happens. As we age, the muscles in our thighs and calves tend to shrink if we don't use them. The joints in our knees and hips begin to tighten. And the less we move, the harder it becomes to start again. It can be frustrating, even scary, when walking feels unsteady, or when standing up from a chair takes effort you didn't used to think about. But here's what I want to gently remind you. You are not too old to get stronger. Not even close. There's a man I spoke to recently, Thomas. He's 76 and used to be a bit of a skeptic about all these gentle exercises. His knees hurt. He got winded easily, and he thought strength was something he'd just lost forever. But one day, after nearly falling on his way out of the bathtub, he had a wake-up call. He didn't want to depend on anyone. He wanted to be able to take care of himself. So, reluctantly at first, he tried something new, Tai Chi. He didn't join a class or buy a bunch of DVDs. He simply found a short video online, pressed play in his living room, and started following along. It was slow, controlled, and honestly, it looked kind of boring to him at first. But he stuck with it. 5 minutes became 10. 10 minutes became 20. After 2 weeks, his balance improved. After a month, his legs didn't ache as much. And something else shifted too. He started sleeping better, worrying less, and feeling proud again. His body and mind both got stronger together. That's the beauty of gentle movement like Tai Chi or yoga. It's not about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about reconnecting with your body in a way that feels kind and sustainable. You can do it barefoot on your carpet or in your socks next to your favorite chair. Yoga and Tai Chi teach us to move with awareness, to strengthen not just muscles, but our connection to ourselves. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't need to be flexible. You just need a few minutes a day and the willingness to try. Try sitting in a sturdy chair and lifting one leg at a time, holding it for a few seconds. Try gently standing and sitting 5 times in a row to build your thighs and balance. Try using a resistance band if you have one, or even pressing your palms together to engage your arms and chest. These aren't big moves, but they add up, and they give your body a signal. I'm still here. I still care. Because when your legs are strong, your whole world opens up again. You feel safer, more stable. You can walk with confidence, step over curbs, climb stairs without dread. It's not about looking young, it's about feeling capable. And you deserve that, no matter your age. But maybe even more powerful than stronger legs is the peace you'll find through these movements. Tai Chi and yoga both calm the mind. They ease anxiety, soften stress, and help you breathe deeper. You become more present, more grounded. For those of us who've spent years taking care of others, worrying about family, juggling responsibilities, these quiet moments are a gift, a chance to take care of yourself. And I want you to know, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body still responds to love, attention, and care. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You just need to begin. Just 5 minutes today. Just one small effort to say, I'm worth this. So let me wrap this up with something from the heart. You might be walking less these days. You might feel like you're slowing down. But slowing down doesn't mean giving up. It means adapting, tuning in, and finding new ways to feel alive again. From better sleep, to standing more, to stepping into sunlight, to moving your legs and calming your mind. These 5 things aren't just tips. They're your lifeline. They're how you reclaim your strength, one small act at a time. You've made it through a lot in this life. You've handled more than most people realize, and you still have so much left to enjoy. So choose one thing from this video, just one, and start today. Your future self will thank you. Your body will thank you. And most of all, you'll feel the difference where it matters most, in your everyday life. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone you care about, because we're all walking this road together, and sometimes, all it takes is one nudge, one gentle reminder, to get moving again. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're more powerful than you think.